954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all our viewers and listeners of INC Radio. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Sister Lorraine Lowinco Manabat, live here in Clayton, North Carolina, District of Virginia, and welcome to INC Radio Virginia Satellite Studio. Kamusta po ang lahat? And also, we would like to welcome everyone who are watching right now in our official YouTube channel, INC Radio DZEM 954. And if you are also joining us right now with your INC Radio app, welcome, welcome to our episode for today. If you are in the Philippines, Maya paabak po sa inyo lahat, or good morning. And joining me for today is Sister Dane Dino live in Norfolk. Hello, Sister Dane.
Hello, brethren. Thank you for having me today, sister.
Yes, Sister Dane. And for today's episode, we are going to talk about the value of formal education or the value of formal schooling. And we are so excited to talk about this one, especially Sister Dane. You're still a student right now, right?
Yes, sister.
And you're
I'm at
in
high
what grade?
school. Ninth grade po.
Ninth grade. Awesome. And you know, Ate already finished that. She finished already, and I became a teacher. That's my degree. So, as an elementary school teacher. And also, right now, we are so excited to also welcome our guest for today. She joined us before on our previous episodes, and we are again excited to welcome her here in our episode. Let us all welcome Sister Leslie Saria from High Point, North Carolina, and she finished her Doctor of Education major in Literature and Language Education. You know where? It's in Far Eastern University in Manila, Philippines. And now she's likely teaching here in the US. So let us all welcome again Sister Leslie Sario. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Sister Leslie.
Hello, brethren. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Sister Leslie Sario from local congregation of High Point, North Carolina. I'm so happy to be here again as one of your guests.
Yes, Sister Leslie, and we are so thankful for you again and joining us. And for sure, our viewers and our listeners are so excited to listen on what are we talking about right now. As we have mentioned earlier, we're talking about the value of formal schooling or value of formal education. So, Sister Leslie, I know that you have finished your formal schooling, Sister Leslie. Can you tell us your experience of finishing up to the doctorate degree? You know, when they said, oh, doctor of education, that can be a principal sooner, right, Sister Leslie? So what's your experience in finishing that degree?
Well, I have so many experiences, but one thing that I could share to everyone is that these academic experiences are nothing without the guidance of our Almighty God, because I believe all the sources of knowledge and wisdom that I've got is all truly for His glory. So there are so many ups and downs in studying different degrees from bachelor to doctorate degree. But one thing I'm really enjoying is I really enjoy the process of learning, continuous learning, and in learning, it doesn't stop. The moment that I also become a teacher, it doesn't stop there. I also learn from my students as well. And I also believe that I studied different degrees not to be, not really to complexify the process, but to simplify the process of learning. That's it.
Sister Leslie, I have a question. Um, the courses in formal schooling, is it like grades 1 to 12? What um what is it like learning in there?
Okay, so Sister Dane, well, actually, that is part of formal schooling. even in the Philippines and here in the US, we are now in the curriculum of K to 12. And from kinder to grade 12, that is a formal system of education now. And students need to comply with the requirements, most especially the standards of learning in education. So they have different subjects that they need to take, and there are some credits points or some requirements academically that they need to comply in order for them to earn a diploma. So that's from from grade 6, and then from grade 7 to 10 the completion, and then from 10 to 12 that is the time that they are going to earn their diploma. So that's the time that they could also have those curricular exits if they want to go to college, or they want to pursue vocational education courses, business, or for employment.
That's a very nice question, Sister Dane. And Sister Leslie, thank you for that clarification. And also, our viewers, we would like to hear also what is your answer for this engagement question, our viewers and listeners. If you could type it in your live chat. Our first question to our viewers: do you think formal education is important? If you think it's yes, tell us why. If you think it's no, it's not important, then tell us also why it's not important. We are so excited for later on to read some of your comments. So right now, type in is formal education or formal schooling is important. Why or why not? And I saw Brother Jeremy here typing in his comment that he earned a degree from Portland State University. So if you also a product of a formal schooling or formal education, you could type in later in our live chat and we will read that with Sister Dane. And now, Sister Leslie, going back to what we were talking about, formal schooling, formal education, as you have mentioned, we have the degree, we have this curriculum that we follow. So what is the contribution of formal schooling or formal education in one person's life? So what's the contribution behind that?
Yeah, actually, there are unlimited contributions, but most likely, since for the benefit also of our students, here now we are facing 21st century learning. So it's more on communication skills, their collaboration skills, of course, and the development of their problem solving and analytical skills. So those are some of the skills. Actually, we can consider that as soft skills. Okay, soft skills that are so many behavioral traits that our students could gain from formal education.
And as you have mentioned, Sister Leslie, about the soft skills, meron ba tayong hard skills? Is it really hard? What are your examples of hard skills naman po?
Yeah, when we talk about hard skills, so most likely we are trying to discuss now more on vocational education, vocational skills. Like these are some specific technical knowledge, like trainings that the students need to learn. So these are more on practical skills.
And also, Sister Leslie, I know Sister Dane is really curious about the formal education or formal schooling as she is right now eighth grade, right, Sister Dane?
Ninth grade, yes, sister.
Ninth grade. Sorry, you look so young kasi. So you're on ninth grade, and if we will ask you, Sister Dane, do you know already what you're going like what will you choose right after is it 10th grade, 11th, or 12th? Like after your senior high school?
12th grade, sister.
So after your 12th grade, do you have any plans right now? I know it's too early to ask, but do you have any plans in your mind, or like Sister
Um,
Dang or Brother Nelson tells you some ideas?
well, of course, sister, my parents were Filipino. They want me to go to the medical field. Um, I have looked into that, like pediatrics to work with kids or pediatric nursing. But I also am very interested in architectural engineering.
Wow, that's very nice to hear, Sister Leslie, right? Coming from Sister Dane. But let me read some of the good points here from our live chat. Of course, they're so very, very important. Brother Rizal Tinasa said formal education covering a wide range of academic subjects, right? Sister Leslie, there's a lot of prerequisites, as Brother Jeremy Pizarro mentioned a while ago in our live chat. Do you still remember that we have to take this subject before you go on to another unit? Or
Yeah, definitely. And we don't have any choice but to take those subjects as a prerequisites because, in formal schooling, they have to follow the prerequisites. Like, for instance, if you have research subjects, you have to take statistics as well, something like that. So if you have reading and writing subject, you still have to take speech and oral communication. Okay, so that is very true that we have to follow certain prerequisites, and there are so many academic subjects that they need to comply.
And also coming from Brother Andrew Win, hello, Brother Andrew, he said that formal education is important for not only work, but also for critical thinking and to be ready to switch careers later in life if needed. Po. Thank you so much for typing in your comments. And as we are talking about formal schooling, what about vocational schooling, Sister Leslie? Personally, I just would like to ask, have you tried to enroll in a vocational school or vocational skills, Sister Leslie?
Well, vocational education courses has a very special place in my heart. Um, I just remembered because of the love for coffee. So I am a coffee lover. So I enrolled in TESDA in the Philippines. It's national certificate for barista. So that is barista NC2. So I just learned there even without the equipment of, used for coffee, I can still make frappuccino and the coffee that I really love without that equipment. So hopefully I can share to our brethren someday those coffees that I could make. How about you, Sister Lorraine, Sister Day? Do you love coffee? I just don't know.
Yes.
Of course, Sister Leslie. And right now in the Philippines is early morning there. Coffee is really masarap if you have a partner with pandesal, right? Sister Dane, I know you really grew up here in the US, but you're making pandesal, right?
Always, sister. We bring it in the morning before worship service so the brethren can have their kape and pandesal.
Yes, and with Sister Leslie sharing us her aspirations, that's that's the answer for taking up a vocational schooling. It's your purpose. So your goal because you like coffee, so your choice right now in vocational is how to become a barista. And I think on our viewers and listeners, uh if you could think about anything that you like and you really love doing it, vocational school is really good for you. And even though you're still taking up your formal education right now, formal schooling, correct me if I'm wrong, vocational schooling is very flexible, right, Sister Leslie, that these institutions are really adjusting to the availability of their learners.
Yes, Sister Lorraine, and I just would like to share to our viewers. So I've been teaching for I taught senior high school in the Philippines for 8 years, and I'm handling technical vocational students, and I was really impressed with the skills of my students. So it is also a stepping stone actually. Some of them took their specialization as one is automotive, electrical, and maintenance, and the other one is food technology. So they are really great. And some of them graduated with flying colors because,
Wow.
I really don't estimate the power of vocational skills, especially with my students. Let's say I have an electrical student and now he is already a registered electrical engineer, and the one I had the automotive students, and now he's already a mechanical engineer. So yeah, that is a really great stepping stone when you have this vocational courses as well.
Yes, and if I also may share, my mom, uh, in the Philippines, she really have tried to be in a cooking certification in the Philippines, and we were just really, really so proud of her because she was a risk taker, and I know my mom is not that very young, but she then went out of our house, out of her comfort zone, and tried to enroll in a vocational school in the Philippines. And she took up the cooking certification, which sometimes I ask myself, Ma, like you already know how to cook, right? But why did you choose this skill? And she mentioned that this is my way right now to you really apply what you have learned, the correct equipments, the correct process. Because as a mom, they're really really practical. But then she enrolled, and maybe my mom is really bored, so she tried that in the Philippines, and I'm so so proud of her because she would sometimes send pictures that she prepared this food, and the food preparation. And I always call her like, oh, we have our professional chef in the family. And as we have mentioned a while ago, Sister Dane right now is still in a formal schooling. Sister Dane, if you will given a chance to choose what kind of skill do you want to enroll in a vocational school, what would it be, Sister Dane?
Um, as for now, sister, with my plans, I hope to pursue with engineering, architectural, for vocational. Um, it really strikes my interest in math and designing. So I hope that's what I'm able to pursue if it's God's will.
Wow, we're going to pray for that, and we're going to look forward on achieving your goals and your dreams, Sister Dane. Before we continue on with the contribution of vocational schooling in our community, in our wherever you are, what is the importance of vocational schooling for anyone who's taking up right now or who's thinking of I want to enroll sometime. Let us go on read some of the comments of our dear viewers. Sister Amy said vocational schooling focuses on specific skill development. And these sometimes, if you may agree, Sister Desi, these sometimes certifications, as you have said, these are the stepping stone of if ever a student would like to apply abroad and this specific skill needed in that country, that certification is really important for them. And also, if you would like to open up a business, there's requirements of opening up a business, or you want to train someone else, or you just wanted to have a skills as a lifelong learner, then vocational schooling is also good for you. So these are very very specific, compared to formal education. It's very broad and academic. So we also have our dear viewers are all greeting Sister Dane and Sister Leslie, and they're saying hi, Brother June. Brother June Ancheta said, hello, education is very important in life, giving you a strong foundation. We also have I think Brother Alvin Apelacio mentioned about the pandesal, that Filipinos are very clean people. They wash their bread in coffee before they eat it. Unfortunately, they also drink the same coffee. Hashtag high point. And we're so excited, Sister Lisa. Maybe you could teach us an actual episode of how to make a frappuccino, and maybe I will go to your place and try it in person. And also, oh, Brother Jeremy mentioned our brother Resultin as is teaching music and PE right now. And Sister Flo, and any type of higher learning is valuable. So we're not saying formal schooling is important than vocational schooling. Sister Flo, I could agree on what you have said. Any type of higher learning is valuable. And also, Sister Anna Bulash, her mom said, take education while you're still young because it's your wealth. Nobody can take away from you. That is very, very true, also. Brother Andrew, some majors such as biomedical engineering are formal education but with a career path. So, Sister Leslie, going back with our discussion, what is right now the contribution of vocational schooling, vocational education to personal development?
Yeah, actually, this, as what I have said, vocational education has a very special place in my heart. I just would like to share to our brethren, when I am studying my doctorate program, this is really the topic of my dissertation. So it's about the cognitive processing of language of technical vocational students, because I want to know the brand of intelligence of these tech voc people. And one of the major contribution of that is, as their practical skills are very important, they really devote a time to training, like this work related skills. And these students are really great in terms of providing hands-on experiences. So I think there's really a great contribution for this vocational courses. And it is also one way to find a job that is really easier for students. And whatever curricular exits they want to go, they can still, embrace the power of this vocational education.
I really agree with that when you said the power. There's the very conviction and very confident. That's our topic last week. Speaking confidently when you say that power, as Brother Alvin Apalacio mentioned that he shared about the Japan in the first 4 years of their education. It's about developing good manners and right conduct, no matter what formal education you're taking up we receive. Without this good manners and right conduct, everything is useless. So even if you take up vocational schooling or formal schooling, it's very useless if you don't have these good manners and right conduct. And we are very thankful with our schools because we are really also being taught in the school on these good manners and right conduct. And also our parents, we started our mini school on in our houses. Our parents are our first teachers. So we are very thankful, of course, with our parents. If they're watching and you're listening right now, we are all thankful for all of you because you're the one who's really pushing us to go to school, really, motivating us. And Sister Lani Magno also mentioned about how important is education. It's very essential at all costs. So parents should encourage their children to be more productive and stable. And Brother Mario Oka watching right now, also Sister Anna Blash, Brother Rudy Magnus. So before we go on with our greetings, Sister Dane, Dinya, do we have like what for you, like what with our discussion right now, looking at vocational schooling and formal schooling, what are your takeaways in our discussion? Or do you find vocational is more important, formal education is more important?
Yes, sister. I see I've gotten a great takeaway from this discussion. And actually, I didn't know the definition of formal schooling and vocational schooling until we had this discussion. So I really appreciate being able to be here and talk today. But I found that both are very vital, but all around formal schooling is our stepping stone to being able to learn and find our path in what we want to take in specializing with vocational schooling.
Thank you so much, Sister Dane. And also, with that being said, Sister Maria Herman said, education is the best inheritance your parents can give us. Sister Leslie, before we go on with our CFO in action and our hashtag challenge winners, we would like to give you this time to greet your friends, your family that are watching right now, your fans right now, cheering you up here in our live chat. Go ahead, Sister Leslie.
Thank you so much to our dear brethren. So I just want to give you some of my synthesis or final conclusions about our topic. Well, both vocational courses and formal schooling are very significant in our lives. It really adds significant to our lives, not just to earn a beautiful living. But of course, this is one way to gain more confidence, to develop our professional and personal growth. But let us not forget that these skills that we had, we owe everything to our Almighty God. And without Him, we are nothing. Our wisdom that we've got from all the formal schooling, vocational courses. So those are very important points for us. And without further much ado, I would like to greet, of course, our resident minister is there, Sister Lorraine. So our brother
Hello po,
Alvin
Brother Alvin.
from local congregation of High Point, North Carolina, to our dear brethren there. Thank you so much for always watching INC Radio. And of course, to my family in the Philippines, Maglalang and Sario family, to all our virtual viewers, we love you all po, and thank you always for participating in our fruitful discussion. And of course, to my co-INC Radio people here, Sister Lorraine, Sister Dane, Sister Lucy. Thank you so much po for having me here.
Yay! Thank you so much again, Sister Leslie. As you mentioned, Brother Alvin Apalacio, I just would like to read this very quick. Brother Alvin Apalacio said, "The Bible says seek wisdom at all costs, but the beginning of true wisdom is reverent fear of the Lord." Hashtag high point. Thank you so much, po, Brother Alvin. And now we are going to read our activities here in our CFO in action. Go, Brother Mike Blash. CFO in action.
CFO in action.
Yes, again, that's the beautiful voice of Brother Mike Blash from Charlotte, North Carolina. Our activity last weekend, Arvin, he thoroughly enjoyed the Youth Summit. Our Buklod and Kadiwa generously donated blood. And yesterday, we enjoyed the Tasty Ramen Challenge, followed by the inspirational Buklod special gathering. And we are all excited to congratulate our hashtag winners here in the District of Virginia. Kuya Tech, take it away with our hashtag challenge winners. Fifth place, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Fourth place, Huntsville, Alabama. Third place, High Point, North Carolina. Go, 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 Ate Leslie. Second place, Charlotte, North Carolina. Sister Lucy. And of course, first place, Raleigh, North Carolina. Go, 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 Brother Jeremy. And again, thank you so much for always typing in your comment here in our live chat. Please do not forget to include your hashtag and your local congregation or where you are from. Sister Dane, do we have some of the comments right now? We still have, I think, 2 more minutes, Sister Dane, before we end our program. I will just really quick, Sister Dane. Let me do this. Sister Marie Dillon, Sister Marina Layu, Sister Margie Magno. Go ahead, Sister Dane. All right, Sister Dane, babalik ka. All right, Sister Diana Sanako, we would like to say thank you also, Brother Roland Payog, Sister Anna Blash, Brother Randy Galapon, Brother Alvin Apalacio. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, we will never forget to also thank our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our CFO Coordinator, SEPSI CEO and President, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. And also, we would like to say thank you also to our District Supervising Minister, Brother Esteban P. Inocencio Jr., our Assistant District Minister, Brother Ray de Mesa, our District CFO Overseer, Brother Melvin Bayangoan, our Multimedia Advisor, Brother Denzel Ven Malapid, our Executive Producer, Brother Manly Andaya. Thank you so much. And also, we would like to say thank you also to our station manager, Brother Willie Taray, and our Kuya Tex there in the Philippines. Go ahead, Sister Dane, your greetings. Okay, I think Sister Dane, you're still muted po. But again, to our viewers and listeners, thank you so much for joining us here in INC Radio Virginia Satellite Studio. We will see you again next week here in INC Radio. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much, Sister Leslie, Kuya Tek. Thank you so much po. Ate Lucy, Brother Andrew, and Sister Boots. Thank you po. Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Forever I can see